Friday, February the 14th, Valentine's Day. For some reason I was thinking it's fucking Saturday already, man. I woke up, usually I'm up early, but it's only after 7, but so up all half the fucking night, couldn't sleep, too damn hot. But I watched this documentary last night. I type in documentaries just to see what the fuck comes up on YouTube, because I can't find shit now with cyber warfare or hacking documentaries or anything like that. I've pretty much seen them all. Any of the other ones, or you can't find movies like that, or it's in Hindi. Fucking nose is running. So fucking Valentine's Day. I wasn't gonna do a video today, but what the fuck? Might as well. I ain't got nothing else going on. But this documentary I watched, it was how the poor survive in the U.S., and it's amazing, the fucking numbers. I know numbers are inflated or deflated or however and shit like that, but they showed these people, and some of them are living in their cars, and I think one of the places was out in San Diego and shit like that, how one area put up they put this empty lot or something like that. They set it up pretty nice for people and shit like that. They got tables over there. They got a place where they make coffee and shit like that. And the couple of people that live there, most of them living in their cars. People that couldn't find work. Some of them were 53 years old, 52 years old, and shit like that. One woman's 30 something years old. One guy had an injury and shit like that. Couldn't go back to work. I'm thinking, some of them do work, but they can't afford the apartments, so they're not making enough for an apartment. Some of them are making, maybe $1,200 a month or something like that, but can't afford a fucking apartment. It's ridiculous, man. This country's killing its own people. Nobody gives a fuck. I don't care, man. People are what's fucking doing it, not helping nobody. The rents are getting out of fucking control. So I say, man, when you get in a position like that, you just take advantage of people. That's how you get the money. Nobody gives a fuck. Well, we're not going to tell them how much I want to charge rent. It makes no sense, man. I don't know. Apartments will sit vacant 3, 4, 5 fucking months because nobody can afford to move in. You're not making any money on that fucking apartment, asshole. Money's not important, but everybody wants to get it. Nobody wants to give it up. But this documentary, they were showing it, man. People living in their cars and people just passing by and shit like that. And they showed one place, they showed different locations. One in Virginia. Virginia like criminalizes it and shit like that. Fucking cops love it. They were showing evictions and shit like that and talking about how many evictions they do per day and shit like that. And you fall behind in your rent 5 days, they can just start drawing up the fucking paperwork and evict you if they want to. Now, I don't know, maybe some landlords will work with them and shit like that, but now they fucking throw you out, man. They start drawing up them fucking paperwork and start throwing you out on the fucking street. That's where we're headed, man. That's where we're fucking headed. They keep talking about middle class. Fucking middle class ain't been around for fucking ever, man. There is no middle class. You're either broke or you're fucking or you're a politician. You're rich. It's all politics, man. This country's killing itself. Putting people on the fucking streets. People can't pay their fucking bills. It's not their fault. They said it in the thing, too. They're talking to one person. It takes one, couple car repairs or something like that, or you get hurt at work, or you have a medical issue or something like that, or shit like that. Something out of the blue, something out of the ordinary comes into your your life or something like that, where you got to pay for it and shit like that, and it fucks you all up, fucks the whole cycle up. Apartments, they talked to this one, I don't know, some fucking lawyer, I guess, or something like that, who's supposed to help with the poor or something like that. There's a site, everything's public info, you just look it up and shit like that, I guess. These sites that they have, where if you go try to get an apartment or something like that, and I know they do credit checks and shit like that, but that credit score kills you too. No way you can keep that credit score up. That's what they look at. They base it on that, or everything's on your income. Yeah, I get they want to get paid and shit like that, but you know, you gotta look at the reality thing. But yeah, they looked on that, and they looked at he pulled up this one name out of the blue. He said, "Let me just pull a name out," and he goes, you know, well, even though this took place 10 years ago, she got, you know, issues 10 years ago or something like that. It shows it on that website, where these people go to check for people that are, you know, wherever landlords and shit like that go to or shit like that. They said, yeah, even if it's 10 years ago, they could look at it and say, oh, well, you're a risk. That's all we do, man. We base everything on the past. Everything's on the fucking past. You know? Oh, well, this was 10 years ago. Yeah, it was fucking 10 years ago. And look at your history and shit like that. And he's like, yeah, well, this person probably maybe might get it, but, you know, they could look at it. Money, man. Money's killing this fucking country. It's not helping. And if this guy gets in office 4 more years, you're going to see a lot more motherfuckers out here on the streets. It's happening now, to say, again, numbers, but I'm starting to see new faces in this area. I mean, I don't know where they came from before, but it doesn't matter where they came from. The fact that they're fucking homeless, it's all that fucking matters. Yeah, more and more people are gonna end up on the street. But yeah, it's that area that they have, man, they let people stay there and shit like that, which is nice. They got portable them Johnny on the spot things set up there. They showed and shit like that. You couldn't have shit like that in this area, in this county. People destroy it. They fucking try to steal it and try to sell them, or they try to set up a thing where, you know, you got to rent it or something like that. You got to pay a fee or something like that. That's how it is around. You couldn't have shit like that around here, and that's the other problem. Some people are just unfucking civilized, man. And it's not the homeless that are doing it. It's the motherfuckers that say, well, we're going to charge these motherfuckers. You know, that's the thing, too. They don't look at, you know, what we're going to charge you. Motherfucker, we're homeless. You know, find money. You're going to take advantage of that. They're the ones you start kicking the shit out of. You know, you just start, all right, well, you want to take advantage of shit like that. Beat the piss out of the motherfucker. Teach him a lesson next time. You know. Yeah, I'm homeless and shit like that, but you just got your ass kicked. I'm still a human being, you know. Just ain't got no fucking money, but you just got your ass kicked. Yeah. Couldn't have that shit in this county, especially in the downtown area. Couldn't do it. Some motherfucker set up and try to steal. That's what we do. We take, like with the evictions and shit like that. All we do is take from motherfuckers in this country. Oh, well, you're 5 days behind and shit like that. They don't give a fuck about your story or shit like that. You know, some of them probably work with you, some landlords. This one didn't. Come over, they put that fucking notice on the door, and there was one, I think it was in Texas, there was one where a guy would build these, he's homeless, him and his woman and shit like that. They live in their car, and they try to give money out and shit like that. Or not money, but they try to go around and give others, you know, bottled water or something like that. But he came up with this idea. He builds these little huts. I'm sorry. Sleep up all fucking night. Couldn't sleep. Too fucking hot. Toss and turn all fucking night. Traffic going in and out of here and shit like that for some reason. People walking the fuck around all of a sudden. Yeah, so he tries to build these little sheds and stuff like that, and he took one to one place, and this homeless camp is across the street from this woman's house. It's on a main road and shit like that. There's you know, it's not like it's in a neighborhood or something like that. It's some kind of downtown area or something, I don't know, outside of downtown or something. But he delivered this little shed. You know, nothing big or anything like that, but it's got a place to plug in their phone. Got a little light and shit like that. It works off a solar panel. It's pretty cool. But it's a place to sleep. It's out of the fucking rain and shit. And he dropped it off there. But again, it's on the sidewalk, so they got issues with that, you know. City steps in. And they'll probably say, yeah, well, you can... It's a problem Unless you come by and they say, well, yeah, you can leave it there, but you pay me some money each month. Public sidewalk, which means tax dollars pay for, but now you gotta pay extra. I don't know what happened with that, but yeah, he was saying it in the video. It's like, yeah, we gotta get out of here before the cops show up. And he goes, that lady's over there bitching because we're doing this. And you know, they were saying in the video too, man, once you're homeless, man, the system don't give a shit. You're homeless, it's a hard thing to get the fuck out of, man. Hard fucking thing to get out of. No one cares. Saw it in the comments and shit like that. It's because no one gives a shit. It's not because of this. It's not because of that. You know, they said it in there. Can't find work. Can't do this. The housing is out of fucking control. And each year it keeps going up. Each year it keeps going up. Anywhere you go, man. The average fucking apartment is $1,300 fucking dollars a month. So that's the people's fault? That's the majority of the people's fault because they can't afford it? Temp jobs are fucking everywhere, man. People are working 2-3 fucking jobs. They said it too. In the great United States of America, man. Apparently we're still, I don't know, maybe we aren't. Are we still the richest country in the world? They mentioned about that fucking Twitter guy that's in the fucking White House. Yeah, that fucking idiot. He's cutting left and right, man. He thinks he's doing something. It's been going on too long, this waste and shit like that, money waste with the government. Wasting money on you, motherfucker. Wasting money on people in politics. That's who we're wasting it on. They said since he's been in office, the fucking deficit's going up. I mean, we're in the trillions, man. This country's broke. They got deficit in the fucking trillions, man. But they're not homeless. Where's the fucking money coming to pay for them? You know, we got this high deficit, but they're still getting paid. You know, but back to the people living on the streets. They said it. Man, it feels like a fucking Saturday for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, they said it's tough, man. Once you get out of there, in the video, how the poor survive in the U.S. is what it was called, or something along those lines. But yeah, Google it, watch it. People go by people all the fucking time, and they just look. No one wants to, nothing. They look at people. There's no compassion in this country, man. There's nothing. Not overall, but, the majority of it. People got their own things going on. It's the country, it's the fucking state that's got to look at this shit, man. The state's got to step in. That's who's got to fucking do it and say, well, they got to look at it the same way. It's like, how the fuck do we have people sleeping in a fucking parking lot? Or how do we have people sleeping out here, in a fucking park on a fucking, on a piece of cardboard in this fucking country and shit like that? And we've got all this fucking money. We've got all this fucking money in this country. Not helping nobody. Not trying to get them work, and not trying to get them health assistance, or not trying to get them shit, man. Just, we don't have any beds. Don't have any beds. Go back out on the street. Or you go to some fucking church and they feed you a small little meal that's been donated and shit like that. So, okay, everybody's got to go. How'd you help that motherfucker? You gave him a bowl of soup and a fucking roll? Pack of crackers or something like that? And you couldn't talk to the motherfucker? Couldn't find... Nah, we don't want that. We don't want to talk to you. We don't want to fucking be near you, man. Just eat your soup, eat your fucking this, and get going. It's not fucking helping nobody. That's why I don't go to that shit, man. Fuck. Get me fucking work, man. Get these people fucking healthy and shit. They have one spot where they people line up. I think it's every weekend or twice a month. They show up for free medical and shit like that. And you know who's going there. It's a public thing. Just like with these holiday things and shit like that, open to the public. So anybody just shows the fuck up, eat shit like that. You're sitting with homeless people, right? They don't give a fuck. It's a free meal. It's there for the homeless people, but they don't care. Feed everybody. Then the next day kicks around and suddenly nobody's there for you. No one cares. All alone. Getting to that point now. I don't give a fuck. Wake up every day. Not worth it. Not worth waking the fuck up anymore. keep your head up and shit. Like, fuck that bullshit, man. You know, the thing is, above ground you're homeless, below ground you're not. That's how I look at it. Below ground you're not homeless anymore. Figure that out. Let that sink the fuck in. Yeah, pretty interesting documentary. They, like I said, they do certain people they focus on and shit like that, and they show their story and shit like that. News guy hasn't got back to me. I don't think he cares. I don't know how it works. Sent him an email the other day, Tuesday I think it was. I noticed on the news channel now 2 other stories that he worked on. I don't know when he worked on them, but showed them one about a business that these people that started the business and shit like that, and somebody else, you know, conned them and shit like that. Does a lot of con shit. That's his premise. He does a lot of con shit where people get conned or fall for email things and shit like that. That kind of thing he does. I commented on that, so I guess my homeless story wasn't interesting enough. Got no fucking response. Sent another fucking email today to him, that's all. Find out what the fuck's going on. Why my story wasn't picked. You know? The fuck. Again, that's what I mean. I mentioned that. Nothing you can do. They're not gonna hire you. I'm not gonna hire you. Got a standard email the other fucking day. About hi, I'm interested in you. I started in this, and I don't know if it's automated or what the fuck it is. You know, you don't know anymore, man. If real people are doing it, or some, you know, AI is doing it and shit like that, and you had to click the I'm interested. So I hit I'm interested. Then you get an automatic reply back saying, well, I had to do a couple things, you know. You're authorized to work in the U.S. You know, are you willing to do a background check? Yeah. You send it in, okay. Then you get another response, auto response saying that your application's been received and this and this and this, and go from there. That's all you can do. Don't have a company name or anything like that. It just says they saw your resume on fucking this site or that site. You know, just say it gets harder and harder to get in there. And, you know, a website, I think I got that up and running. I figured something out yesterday too. I got it set. Got my YouTube channel in there. People, I got a sign up thing in there, donation things all set up. All of it set up, man. Got it up and running. It's been viewed quite a few times. Can't get it into Google rotation because you got to pay for that. So I don't have the money for that. Everything is set up for now for the free trial. I think most of it's good until next year. There's a renew I gotta do. I gotta look in there to see what exactly gets renewed next month or something like that. But see what happens, you know. Put that website out there and see what happens. I check it on the phone to make sure it works, and yeah, it works. Go from there. Yeah, but this video, I'm sure there's a lot of them and shit like that, but like I said, they started in California. California's a fucking disaster. With the homelessness and shit like that. It's a state thing. I've mentioned that. They show the unemployment's low, this and this and this. And unemployment's low, yeah, but that means nobody's hiring. That's what it is. Nobody's fucking hiring. Doesn't mean there isn't jobs. It just means company don't want to bring any more people on. The people that they got, they'll just make them work more hours. That's all that is. Makes the state look good. Makes the government look good. That's all that does. Or the unemployment's low. That just makes you look good. Doesn't do anything. You know, people are working maybe 20 hours a week, working, working a job 20 hours. Well, you're working. Not making any money, but you're working. That's what they look at. Can't tell them that, though. Can't bring that up. Whoa. This guy out of here is too smart. Can't be talking about that. That's all that means. Makes the state look good. Makes them look good for funding. Well, unemployment's down. got people working 3 fucking jobs. In the United States, you got people working 3 fucking jobs. It's where it's at now. You got to spend all your fucking time working. I've seen that years ago. Friends in Europe and shit like that, and they said, man, the Americans, man, all they worry about is their fucking job. They're worried about losing their fucking job, and all they do is spend their time fucking working. And it's true. It's happened. I've said it. People have lost their jobs on the fucking on vacation. They've got an email. You're not needed no more. It's fucked up, man. What this country does to its people. Play head games like that. Fucking with people and shit like that. Taking money from people and shit like that. That's all it is. Banks and all this shit and everything. Like I said, if you're in that position, man, you just take advantage of people. ATM fees and shit like that are high. You can't just close out your account. Well, it'll take 14 business days to close out your account. What the fuck it means? It's going to take 14 business days to close. Just go in there, go in the fucking computer and close it out. What the fuck? I've proven to you who I am. It's my account, shit like that. Close the fuck out and give me my money. Well, it don't work that way. If it was the other way around, you close it out real quick. Bam. Close it right the fuck out right there. That fucks up people, you know? You do shit like that. It fucks people up. We're going to a cashless society? You're in a lot of fucking trouble then. Feels like a fucking Saturday, man. I don't know. I had to check the thing. I woke up the whole time. The thing, it still feels like a fucking Saturday. I don't know what I'm in a rush for, but yeah. Look like shit. Nothing I can do, man. Go eat. Nothing. I don't even know if I'm going to do any more videos. I might make this the last one. I don't know. I got nothing going on. You know, people are reviewing. I'm getting views and shit like that. But views and nobody's reaching out. No one's, you know, billion fucking people or whatever it is on fucking YouTube. Billion of people on the social media shit and like that. And, you know, over a billion fucking people use it. And I don't know how, even still, even if it's over 630 fucking million to fucking use it. 630 fucking million people. Can't get one person to reach out to me and fucking say, hey man, I can help you out. You know, what's that tell you? Almost a billion fucking people. I can't get one person to reach out and fucking help me. Can't get 100 people or something like that to donate money to so I can get off the fucking street and get into a motel room or something like that, get cleaned up and, you know, build from there. Get off the fucking street. Yeah, but that's the thing too. The people that they showed sleeping in the car, the woman, she sleeps in her car. She got all laid out, stretched out, and shit like that. They showed another guy where he sleeps behind the driver, in the driver's seat, stretched out. They showed him. That's the thing that they're supposed to show on my documentary. Not documentary, but put on the news that this guy. I'm gonna hit him up again. I'm gonna send him about 3 or 4 fucking emails today. But piss them off. Well, what the fuck, dude? That's what I mean. That's the fucking head games. You lead people on and shit like that. Saying, okay, well, I talked to this guy. You know, he says it's gonna help. That's all you can do. Is you get at the moment you gotta take him on the word. He's a public figure. Does shit like this. They don't get back to you. There's nothing you can do. You try. Now you got nothing. Now you're like, well, what the fuck? But yeah, back to the people on social media. All these motherfucking people on there, all these fucking, you know, got all these fucking views and shit like that on these videos and shit like that. 1.9 million fucking views. 1.9 fucking million people watch this video or watch this one and shit like that. You know, doing shit like that, crazy shit. And I can't get 200 fucking people. Can't get one person to reach the fuck out, or can't get at least 200 people to drop maybe $5 or $10 to donate and shit like that, and go from there. It's unreal, man. It's gonna get worse. It's getting worse. Watch and see. I'm telling you, come election, all they're talking about now, they're worried about the election getting hacked. They're worried about them. It's all it is. It's not the American people. Has been about the American people for a long fucking time. Government's worried about government. And here's people, you know, they're defending government shit. Government ain't there for you, man. They don't give a fuck. They're worried about themselves. They're worried about their jobs. The last 4 years, we spent all this fucking money, all this anger and shit like that, just so one billionaire can keep his fucking job. I've talked about that. Jobs are being lost. They're saying he's got job creation. It ain't been job. I just saw where Wayfair is letting 500 something people go. I don't know what the jobs are. I didn't read the article because all it is more jobs being lost. There's a reason why they're letting jobs go, whatever. You know, whether, I don't know, maybe it's bad business or something like that, but, you know, I've said this, you know, CEOs are selling their shares and they're stepping down. Those people like that are getting the fuck out, man. Getting the fuck out. I don't blame them. I mean, they're in the business world. They see more what's going on and shit like that, what's coming down the road and shit like that, and I'm starting to see more and more now online with these financial things and everything like that. Are you prepared for a recession and shit like? I mean, I don't know if it's a scare tactic or what the fuck, man. But when you start seeing more and more of that, and you start seeing more and more with the homeless thing, the numbers are starting to get up in percentage. That's got to be a wake up call, man. That's got to start scaring people. You know, it's got to start waking people the fuck up, man. Start realizing one day you're gonna be, you know. They talked to one guy in there, you know, on that video. He said, yeah, he goes, here I am one day now, you know, one day I'm doing this, next day here I am living in my vehicle. That's what happened with me. I was in a shelter and shit like that, and next thing you know, I'm in a fucking parking space. People go by all the time. That's why I set those, I set those numbers. I don't set those numbers high. I set them for a reason. I try to set it for, you know, motel, how much it's going to cost for, you know, a couple weeks, and they're even high. They set it in there. One guy's been living in a motel, him and his girl and shit like that. His kids come and visit him and shit like that. You know, twice a week or something like that, or twice a month or something like that. Whatever. But they're crowded, but they're in a motel room, paying $1,300 a month for a motel room. Shit's high. Got all this money. If you look at, I'm not gonna look into it, but because I'm gonna rip onto that fucking news guy and find out what the fuck's going on. Tuesday will be 2 weeks. This Tuesday will be 2 weeks already. On February 4th is when I talked to him. Here it is, February 14th. I didn't expect to get it on the next day or anything like that, but damn, man, I should have heard something. He said he's gonna keep in touch and shit like that, get me help and get me with something. People say shit, man. They fuck with you. You know, this guy's supposed to be professional. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to do. You know, I just can't do shit. Hell, the one place I go at night, I don't even feel like going in there anymore, because it's like, what the fuck am I going to do in there? I go in there every time I get set up and shit like that, and do shit and everything. For what? Now it's too hard to go on fucking, you know, job interviews and shit like that, because I just, the way I look. And then you go into work and shit like that. People look at you, co-workers and shit like that. All they gotta do is say something, and then, you know, they let you go. I don't stink or anything like that real bad. I don't smell or anything like that. But I don't think. I mean, I hope not. You know, haven't showered in so long, so, you know, people start noticing that, or they look at shit like that and shit like, you know, man, that motherfucker there, nasty. You know, they start looking, and next thing you know, the temp agency calls you and says, well, they don't need you back. That shoots you down too. That plays has that plays on your mind too, you know. No one cares. You start looking at the mirror, you start thinking and shit like that, man. You know what? Yeah. Nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares. You're just a homeless person. Just homeless. That's all you are. You're not, no, they don't call you by name. You're not this person. You're not a guy. You're not this. You're just fucking homeless. That's it. That's it. You're homeless. Not until after the fact. On the local scene today, a homeless guy was found dead in his vehicle. And then that's when everybody comes out and they say, well, you know, damn, man, they got these programs. Oh, yeah, why didn't he go to a shelter? Why didn't see? Then that's when all the experts come out. This is when everybody cares now. Now everybody cares. Why didn't he go to the shelter? Why didn't he go to? This is why I didn't go to the shelter. This is why I didn't do this. This is why they didn't do this. Because the motherfuckers don't give a fuck. That's why. You know, they're getting a fucking paycheck. That's it. Their job is to end homelessness. I said this. Their job is to end homelessness. It says it right on there. We want to end homelessness. End homelessness. Google the shit. You know, Google shelters. Google fucking those places, Salvation Army and shit, OIL or shit and everything like that. Get all this money. Saw it about the storm relief and shit like that. People, I've said it in other videos and shit like that. They get that donation money and they keep it for them fucking selves. That's what they do. People here in Florida for that storm and shit like the hurricane, still waiting 3 fucking years later, still waiting, because they said all the red tape and shit like that going up. What fucking red tape? These people were approved. They proved their situation. They proved it. Give them their fucking money. Give them their fucking relief. Give them their aid or whatever they need, so they help them fucking rebuild. Start spending the money so they can fucking rebuild and shit like that. Well, I don't understand what the fucking red tape is. You know, you hear all the fucking politics and shit like that and that, this and that. Waiting 3 fucking years for shit they already have. Puerto Rico, they found in them fucking warehouses and shit like that. The politics, the governor or mayor down there or whoever the fucking shit like that had to resign or some kind of shit like that. They found all these pallets of shit in some fucking warehouse and shit like that. You know? All the corruption and shit like that for people. This is why we're still out here. But yeah, back to that. They just pick you up, throw you in a fucking box or something like that, and drop you off, and they don't give a fuck. Whatever possessions you got, they'll just take. Oh, wow, man, I can use this. Wow, guy had this. I'll just keep that. He's homeless, so he probably got no family, so we'll just keep his shit. Sell the truck, you know, to make profit off that. You know, and that's it. That's how it is. You don't give a fuck. You know, that's when they start talking. Why didn't you go to the shelter? Why didn't you go here? And damn, man, it's a shame nobody helped this, and this. Nobody gives a fuck, man. Nobody cares. And it may be that way with other, you know, people that are struggling and shit like that still have their house and shit like that. I said about the evictions. You know, in those videos. They talked to the guy and everything. It's like, that the cop mentioned that the sheriff, I think it's the sheriff's department that does the evictions. I don't think the locals do it. I think it's got to be the sheriff's department that puts those notices on there. They mentioned in one part where on the eviction, the one, and meant that he asked about the lady and shit like that. He goes, "No, she didn't say nothing to me." Bullshit. She probably talked to you for the last couple of weeks, telling you about her situation and shit like that. That's what it was. You know. That's why I document every fucking thing, man. I document every fucking thing because over time, you know, you forget. Got it written down. Got it in these videos and shit like that. That's when someone said, "Why didn't you hear it?" Well, I did. Right here. I mean, I don't remember what videos it's in and shit like that. I didn't document that and everything. I mean, that's just getting... I'll probably go back and find it and shit like that. I try to name the videos, title the videos pretty close to what it's about. But, yeah, that's why I reach out to the public. Need help. Need money. You know, write it off. Tax time, you know. Keep a receipt, you know. Keep whatever, you know. Donate it. Donate the money. Show that, yeah, I donated. I helped this guy out and show his story and stuff like that, and then build it. Like I said, man, there's almost 1 billion fucking people on YouTube. Same thing with Facebook. All these fucking people, you look at these videos that get viewed. 3 million viewers for this and 1.8 million on this. And I'm not expecting 1.8 million people to view my videos and shit like that, but on the last channel I've seen all these views and no one said anything, or That's why I let people know I'm in Florida and shit like that, in case somebody watches it. Hey man, I'm in Florida, man, and shit like that. And yeah, let's meet up and tell me your story. Maybe I can help you. None of that. That's what I'm looking for too. None of that. You're homeless. Who cares? Memorial Day for homeless. They'll read your name off. That's what they do. They think like they're doing something. They think they care. They don't give a fuck, man. What's that? You read a homeless person die and you read their fucking name off on some makeshift Memorial Day? Not a human being anymore. Sometimes I think about that, I think, you know what, fuck it. I go to sleep tonight. If I don't wake up anymore, who gives a fuck? No one cares. I don't expect people to be, like I said, I don't expect people to be flooding all over me and falling all over me, giving me hugs. That's not what I mean. It's sad that I have to explain that, but the mentality, people, they look at me, man, this guy thinks everybody's going to go by him, going to give him $5. No, it's not the point I'm fucking trying to make, but you have to explain that to people. I'm talking about generality, society in general. That's what the fuck I mean. Yeah, I'm at that point now. Go to sleep tonight, don't wake up. I'm better off. I'm fucking better off. I really am. I'm not homeless anymore. My problems are gone. What the fuck do I care? I don't have to wake up in this situation anymore is what the point is. I no longer have to be stressed like this. I no longer have to live like this, man. I'm at a better place. That's what they call it, right? You're in a better place. You're in a happier place. Who knows? At least I'm not doing this anymore. Here comes this fucking douchebag. Oh, he's got a grin. Oh no, that's not him. Same kind of car though, but yeah. Yeah, do these videos. Put the word out. Let people know. For those specifics. When they say, why didn't you go to the show? Because that's... So I've told people here, they don't know. They hear shelters. Well, they got shelters you can go to. You got this you can go to. No, you just can't go to this shit, man. That's the bullshit of it. You get turned away. And like I said in video before and everything like that, man, it's if you're male, if you're a guy in general, don't fucking matter. Shit like that, they're not gonna fucking help you. Sure, I've seen where they're getting checks. I've mentioned all that in videos, man. Go back and watch my videos. Watch all my fucking videos. Some of them ramble on and shit like that. Some repeat, but back, I had to repeat the shit because in case somebody didn't see the earlier videos. Go back and watch the videos. Try to look at the titles. I try to keep the title close and shit like that to what happened that day and shit like that. And look at it. Look at the videos and be like, man, this guy's tried fucking everything. They say that the homeless numbers are going up, and whoever handles it and shit like that, they're strapped for assistance, and not strapped for assistance. They don't want to end homelessness. Could you imagine if you're the guy that, like I said, let me be the homeless guy that ends it, reduces the fucking numbers. Motivation, help me get out of my situation. Donate to my website you can go to. I'll put that link up and shit like that. Nothing special, but it's a premise. It's a website enough. Like I said, the one thing I can't put in there, I wanted to put a chat thing in there where people can post their stories and shit like that and all that. Share their stories. They said I can't do it under the plan that I got. I can't do it under the free plan. I have to do it on that. I'm going to try and find a way to set something up. I'll work on that today. To do that. I've figured out other things. I got to watch those videos that are on there. They got how-to videos and shit. I got to go through that and see if I can get something where other people can share their stories. Go there, create an account, sign up for it, sign up. Help my website get audience and shit like that. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share my story, man. I ask this all the time and nobody. I don't do it for people to feel sorry for me. I don't want people to say, wow, man, this poor guy. Yeah, it'd be nice if some people did, but yeah, I try to get that across. You know, don't want to be in this position. I've mentioned all that in earlier videos. I've said everything and shit like that. You know, I'll say it again. You know, all these fucking people, all this shit, over 1 billion fucking people, YouTube and shit like that. Need to build up subscribers. I need 1,000 subscribers before I can get, you know, this and this and this. I need to build up more subscribers. I guess that's how it goes in the rotation, and more subscribers and shit like that, and they look at views and shit like that. I'm not looking to make ad money and shit like that. I'm looking to get it. I'm not looking for quick money or shit like that. I'm looking for somebody to just say, you know, come by and say, you know what, I'm gonna help this guy out, see what he can do. You know what, I'm gonna give you this money. I'm gonna give you this money. I'm gonna help you get in a motel room. Let me see what you can do. Let's see what this guy can do. Let's see if he can get out. And get out of the situation and shit like that. And yeah, you know, you get to that point too, and like, well, fuck it, wake up. The other place I go to in the morning, sometimes I don't feel like sitting over there anymore. I don't feel like sitting in this fucking truck all day, and I'm not gonna. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go sit in a fucking park somewhere. What the fuck am I gonna do over there? Bugs all over me, sitting in the heat, cooking in the fucking heat. I do that sitting in the seat when the sun's on this side and it comes down in the afternoon, cooking on me and shit like that. I don't want to sit on the other side because I got shit down there and everything. These are things people don't understand, man. You just get in the mindset where you're like, fuck, I don't care. I'm just going to sit here. Wake up tomorrow. For what? Well, tomorrow's the first day. You got a brand new... For what? Tomorrow's the same as today. It's the same as yesterday. Same shit. What am I going to try tomorrow? It's going to be different today. You know? Go back to the same people. Go retry the same shit. For what? Oh, that person do it, and go talk to somebody else. It's already in the system. All it does, well, it shows here that you went on there, and that's not being negative. Everything's realistic, man. It's realistic. It's all fucking realistic. All these fucking people, man. Like I shouldn't have to explain all this, but you got to get the point across to people. You got to explain everything to people. Nobody wants to do research or shit like that, you know. My GoFundMe, I put $3,500, I think, on there because a lot of it I want to get to. Started going through the numbers to get my website up. I'd like to keep it and shit like that, and most of it's good until next year. Protected, but there's other shit that I got to do that expires, you know, next month, that I got to renew on, auto renew or something like that. But I got to put some money up for that. I don't know what exact numbers. I got to look into that today. But most of this shit's good till 2021, so I'm good for that. But yeah, I put money into that to keep my website going because I'm pretty proud of it. You know, subscribe. You know, create an account for my website and shit like that. There's not a whole lot on it, and you know, I'm still learning, I'm still building and shit like that, but it's a platform, it's something. Somewhere you got a website, we are here, and they can get the general idea of where I'm headed and shit like that with it, and then they can go from there. For it. Yeah, I'm at that point now, man. I just I sit here and I think about everything I've tried, and I've tried this, I've tried that, I've tried this, and now again I'm back in that position where if I go into, you know, I've told somebody too about that when they said, well, just go in the bathroom and shit, and then I told it, you know, and they're like, yeah, you know, if you're in there and the cops go in there, and you know, next thing you know, you got the cops coming for you because you're in the fucking bathroom and you're making a mess in there. Fucking, you try to be quick and shit like that, but you know, you shave, you got all this hair, it takes time. Then you come out and they, you know, an employee sees you or something like that. What are you doing? Are you shaving in there? And then I need to use these bathrooms and shit like that. And then after that, if I go in there and it's, you know, you can't be going in there doing that shit, and that you're just bringing trouble to yourself, man. So can't dry shave, man. Then you got red marks and nicks all over your fucking face and shit like that. And where you gonna put the hair and wash the fuck on you? It's just, I'm at the point now, man. I'm exhausted. I really am exhausted, physically, mentally. To just say fuck it, man. I tried. I tried. I could see if I brought this situation on myself, where I was, getting drunk all the fucking time, or buying all the money I had. Every time I got money, I'd go buy a 6-pack of beer, or I'd go buy dope, or yeah, I could see that shit like that. Yeah, well, you brought it on yourself, but this here, just, they mentioned that in the video too, man. A lot of it, when that one guy that was sleeping in his car, that sleeps in the driver's seat, he said, he goes, you hear all these stories about why people are homeless, and he said it in there. Because of this, because of this, because of this. He goes, here I am, I lost my job and can't get work. He goes, I'm 50-something years old. That's his fault. Stop having birthdays. It's a state fucking responsibility. Housing is killing. It's getting worse and worse. It's getting worse and worse with the fucking housing. Look at the fucking average cost of housing. Look at the average cost of apartments. People are doing the best they can. That's why they go get these jobs, these part-time jobs. They're doing the best they can. People say, well, McDonald's or this, it's not a job you live off of. It's not about they're not getting that job to make a career. I mean, sure, they probably become a franchise owner, but that's the thing too. They say, well, minimum wage jobs aren't for living. They're temporary to get something. It's not why most people are getting them fucking jobs, man. They're doing what they can do. They're doing what they need to do. Maybe they've tried. That maybe minimum wage jobs is all they can get because they've tried elsewhere. They've tried to do other things, and they can't. They can't get anything. You look at they look at shit like that. Well, fuck you, man. Maybe that person, that's why that minimum wage is all they can get. It's not their fault. Maybe they tried to do other shit. Education's out of fucking control. They're fighting for that shit now. Apparently they did that waiver for where that something to do with the cost of student loans and shit like that. There was a thing that they did. I don't know. I think it was under the Obama administration or something like that. But Trump's doing away with that. Basically, he's saying, fuck the American people. Pay us our fucking money. That's not why they did. He's stealing from the military to still pay for this fucking wall. I heard where Pelosi took money out of Social Security or took money from somewhere else to pay for this impeachment. That's what? That's our fault? That's why we're homeless? It's our fault? That these fucking motherfuckers are doing this shit? And they'll all be back. They'll all be back. When the new election comes in and shit like that, the new administration kicks in, they'll all be back. She's already looking into it for something else. Apparently he made a tweet or something like that. Our country's run on Twitter. Our country is run on Twitter. That's the U.S. What's that fucking tell you? Apparently she said it's something he tweeted or something like that. He started attacking somebody verbally on there and shit like that. Right away she said that's she called it something or something like that. But here we are again, still going into the fucking trying to get this guy and shit like that, the impeachment thing. I told somebody online one time, he said he was acquitted. I said, yeah, well, OJ was acquitted too. And I saw just now. I haven't posted on Facebook in like over a fucking week or something like that on my page. The pages that I created, I share things on them to keep them getting in fucking rotation, shit like that. And I'm starting to get a little more views. Nothing crazy or anything like that, but a view is a view. A like is a like. Maybe the right person will see it. Again, that's what I'm looking for. These fucking mosquitoes, man. I can't get rid of them. God damn, man, they're just fucking... Yeah. It takes one mosquito bite to end up with something and shit like that. But yeah. If somebody says, well, if you don't care anymore, I expect anybody else to care. Well, maybe so. Think positive thoughts. Oh, I'm done with that. I'm done with all that shit, man. I'm fucking done. Today marks it. I'm done. It's not about because I'm alone on, Valentine's Day or something like that. I was alone on Christmas Eve. I was alone on New Year's. was alone on New Year's Eve. You know, rang in the fucking New Year with nobody. New Year 2020, it's a fresh start, and I'm still the same way here this February in the New Year. Still same situation. Exhausted everything I could do. You know, die alone. Who cares? I don't want to hear that shit. Well, you know, you gotta, don't preach to me. I don't like being preached to. I've said about that with the fucking religion and church and shit like that. They ain't worth a fuck. I've mentioned about that around Thanksgiving, about that fucking church. And then when I ended up in the hospital, I emailed them from them and everything like that. So, let us know how you make out and everything like that. And never got back to me. Basically, they're ignoring me, so they don't want to bother. There's your fucking church shit. There's your fucking religious bullshit. Well, that's just one. It's not just one fucking church. It's how they are. Go to church, pass the plate around, put money in. It's okay for them to collect money. I've said that too. It's okay for them to ask for money and shit like that. It's okay. People just willingly give them money. For what? You hear it all the time. Why are they collecting money? To pay for what? Pay for the church? What are they spending money on? Where's that money going? Why are they collecting fucking money? I thought it was supposed to be non-profit. Why is non-profit collecting fucking money? Can't bring that shit up though. Can't bring it up. Oh well, we need it. Maybe we need it for this and this. For what? Not helping nobody. Be different if that money went out and showed improvement and shit like that. But you're getting all this fucking money and the food and everything like that and shit like that is donated. It's not like you went out to fucking Walmart and bought that shit, or what? You went out and bought you went out and spent maybe $5 on a case of fucking water, and you hand that out to fucking people, and it may make a difference to some people and shit like that. Or you know, I don't see anything out here. I don't see any of that. People going around on hot days and shit like that, handing out water and shit like that. Like I said, I'm in that county. Where I'm at, it's considered that county. It's all down in the downtown area. That's where it's at. I don't like being preached to. Don't preach that fucking religious shit to me. Don't preach fucking to me. Don't want to hear that bullshit. Go talk to this person. Go visit. Fuck the church. How's that work for you? Never believed in that fucking bullshit. Why am I being punished? I don't fucking hurt nobody. I don't do shit. But yeah, you know what? You want to do me? They say, well, you woke up today and you know, you got a chance to make a different day. Make it. Well, you know what? How about tomorrow I don't wake the fuck up? How about you do that favor for me, okay? Maybe tomorrow I don't wake the fuck up. How about, let's look at it that way. Damn, these motherfuckers. Just one. Maybe I shouldn't have killed that fucking spider that was in here the other night. I saw him. Remember I said I see all these little white spiders. I looked them up a while ago. I guess they're not venomous. I guess all spiders have a little bit of venom, but it's not toxic. I guess they make it itch or something like that if they bite you. But I see them when I sit here at night. Not late or anything like that. Just after it gets dark, and I see them crawling down the fucking. I'll see one crawling down the windshield and shit like that. And there's one crawling across the dashboard the other night. I snatched him up and threw him the fuck out. Yeah, there's probably more in here. You know, that's the thing too. You're laying in here, and who knows? It takes one bite. You know, mosquitoes are nasty anyway. My feet are fucking swollen. You know, they were swollen. Swollen when I was in the hospital. He looked at me and said, man, your ankles are wrong. I'm a homeless guy. What do you want me to do? Hospital didn't fucking help me. That's the thing. No one cares. These industries, hospitals and shit like that, these places, they don't give a fuck. There's no compassion. Yeah, their responsibility is to fucking help. You're a case manager. You tell me you're going to help me, try to get me in a shelter and shit like that, and then you don't. Well, that's your fucking job. That's your responsibility. Your job is to fucking help homeless people. Just like these shelters. Yeah, that's your fucking job. That's what you're getting paid to do. Your job is to fucking help homeless people. Help them get on their way. Get off their fucking feet. Put them in touch with people and shit like that. That's your fucking job. They don't. That's why I say, man, help me get out of my situation. I'm going to keep that website going. Maybe keep this, I'll update on this channel here and let you know what that donation did for me. Get me out of my position. Get me out of my situation. And let me be the homeless guy that at least reduces the numbers for homelessness. Help these people through technology. They may or may not want it. Who knows? Maybe they don't want to be on time. But you don't know unless you bring it up. If they don't, okay, well then leave them alone. But help me get out of my situation. Help me get work. Get constant money. Lawyers, if you're out there or something like that, anybody that looks at this situation, shit like that, give me that cash assistance for the SSI. You could Google it. You'll find the same shit I saw. $771 a month. I've mentioned that. Not looking at full term. Temporary. 6 months, I think they give it to you or something like that, or whatever. But let me get off of here. Try to get somewhat composed and go sit where I sit in the morning.